So this is Max Eternity, and I'm here with Hans Tammen.
Hello.
Hi, Hans. He's the Deputy Director of Harvest Works. And, well, I know what Harvest Works is, but I would like Hans to tell us a little bit about what he does there.
Well, we're out for almost 35 years. We started as a non-for-profit helping musicians create electronic music compositions. In the 70s, it was that you either had a lot of cash on your hand to buy these synthesizers, or you were part of academia, and a bunch of people got together, built a non-for-profit, and bought the synthesizer, rented it out for artists for $3 an hour or something. And this is the spirit that still prevails at Harvest Works today. From funding, from earned income, we try to support artists by easy access to technology they otherwise can't have access to.
Fantastic. And the name Harvest Works is very curious. Do you know where that came from?
No, that was before I got to Harvest Works. I started that 10 years ago, so we have still like 25 more years to go back. I have really no idea, but what is very funny is that we, for many, many years, got the Eastern Livestock magazine sent to us like every 3 months because people thought we're like really...
it was really for farming and agriculture.
Yeah, we knew everything about tractors and cows and great.
And so, what's it like these days with so many arts organizations facing a difficult challenge economically?
We face this challenge too. I mean, there are various things, First is funding. Funding went certainly down in all areas, but it also, you see that like every day with the artists who come to us and want to work and bring their own money, and it's like really a big stretch for everybody to make it work, because everybody is cash strapped, and it's not only the organizations that fund us, it's not only the artists who have to pay out of their pocket, it's not only that funding in universities to pay for artists to come to us and work is getting harder. It's harder on
many levels. Yeah,
on many levels.
Yes.
I mean, you feel it every day in the discussion with people that it's getting harder. So we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. And a moment ago, you were saying that you were a little surprised and shocked because you're from Europe, you're a German, and you've been here for about a decade or so, and you were concerned that America wasn't reinvesting in its youth, in its future. How does this relate to the arts? What do you think should be different?
Well, I mean, you can either invest only into, your rich people, or you can see who is your future? It's your children. It's the knowledge the children have, the skills and everything. So for me as a European who had like a tuition that is like practically just a few dollars over an entire year or something like this to pay for my college education, the first thing that I don't understand is why this is such a money making issue in the United States, and that so many people go in depth for that. As I read a few days ago, is that student loan debts, that's free. Student loan debts are like now topping credit card.
Student loan debt is topping credit card debt. Wow.
I mean, for the second time, for the second year in a row, I mean, that's not right. How can you get all this potential that is in this country, all this creativity, make it and you throw a majority of people out of this system because they don't have the money to do this kind of things. Firing of teacher, canceling the national writing program, all these kind of things that stuff that just sparks the creativity of children, of youth, and lets you invent new things, and this is all out of the window. I just don't understand it.
Yes, it is concerning, and hopefully more discussion will happen on a national level. I would like to ask a little about your own projects with music. I understand you have an orchestra.
I work with a larger ensemble, yes.
And what type of music, what type of performances do you all do?
This is an ensemble that includes usually a string quartet, wind quartet, two pianos, bass, drums, guitar, and all these kind of things. I write pieces for them by combining up to 100 different patterns that can be played in any style, in any tempo, from any instrument. And then as an improviser, I conduct that and bring these together. So that's what I call real-time live arrangement. What it allows me is to put many different styles of music together, because it reflects also how I listen to my iPod on random and so on. I have a all of a sudden it sounds like jazz, then it sounds like reggae, then it sounds like heavy metal, and the next step it sounds like contemporary classical music, then it sounds like Baroque music, and so on. What is Of course, it's not every music, so I'm not influenced by Korean court music or something like that.
Right.
But the stuff that I was listening to in the last 40 years as a guitarist when I started when I was 15, that all like comes out there. And since it's all my improvisations with the orchestra, like every performance is totally different.
Fantastic. That sounds very exciting. Could you tell us the web address for HarvestWorks?
HarvestWorks.org.
And do you have your own website?
Tammen.org.
Say that again?
Tammen.org.
So that's your last name.
Tammen.org.
Fantastic. Thanks for taking the time to speak with me, Hans.
Great. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.